The sun is out, it's a glorious day, and this week we have seen probably one of the biggest changes that we have seen here at the Manor on the outside of the building, because the chicken coop has now gone. We've started work and doing the preparation on getting a beautiful lawn at the front of the Manor, and we've also been preparing for our Mother's Day afternoon tea that is going to be happening this weekend. So I have so much to show you today, and don't forget, if you're enjoying our videos, make sure you hit subscribe on our Ladysmith Manor Diaries YouTube channel to ensure that you see all our videos when we first put them out. But first, let me show you what we've been up to this week. So I'm just getting things ready for our Mother's Day afternoon tea. And we've put out tables, and I've got white tablecloths, but I really wanted something that made it look a little prettier. And so I've got a few pieces of fabric that I have used before as tablecloths, but they're not hemmed, and they're just, they've got a little bit of an edge that's not very tidy. So I'm just doing a little bit of hemming this fabric so then I can put the fabric over the top of the white tablecloth, and just to give it kind of like that really pretty vintage feel. As part of our Mother's Day afternoon tea, I thought it would be fun for everyone to be able to choose their own teacup, because I have a big collection and I have all different shapes, sizes, colors, designs. So what I'm doing is I just brought down a whole bunch of teacups that I have stored. I actually store them cling wrapped in upstairs. So I've brought a whole bunch of them down. I'm just unpacking them, and I'm going to put a whole selection out here in the hallway. So when everyone arrives on Saturday and Sunday for their Mother's Day afternoon tea, they will get to choose which is their favorite and which teacup they would like to use for the afternoon. So it's going to be really interesting to see which ones people gravitate towards, which one are the favorites. I've really tried to include all sorts of different shapes, sizes and colors and designs, and we'll see which ones people pick. I have to admit, I'm pretty excited. I've spent the morning watching the excavator work behind me here, and he's making quick work of clearing the old chicken coop in this space, and it's a big transformation. When we arrived at the Manor, the old chicken coop was boarded up and forgotten. The weight of the snow one winter then caved in the roof, and with the wood all rotten, I sadly had to admit that the chicken coop had to go. And so today, the excavator arrived. It didn't take long for the walls to come down. And the debris to be cleared. It was absolutely amazing to see how quickly these machines could clear the space, flatten it, level it, and transform the area completely. Gravel was delivered. And it didn't take long before it started to look like the terrace for the pub. It's hard to believe that this morning, behind me here, there was an old chicken coop. In the morning, the space looked like this. And by the end of the day, it was completely transformed. In between jobs outside, it was time to finish the wallpaper in the green room. And the contrast between the dark green and the wallpaper around the mantle with the mirror just was stunning. After much debate, we finally decided to paint the end walls neutral, and stay tuned next week because I am going to reveal how the green room now looks. With the chicken coop now gone, it was also time for us to start work on the lawn at the other end of the manor. The root from the really big oak tree that we had to take down was removed, and the old grass scraped, ready for new topsoil. While the excavator worked, Stephen also decided to help with moving rocks. The final step was to add several loads of topsoil, ready for us to plant grass seed. The transformation here at the front of the manor is so incredible that this morning we had patchy grass, if at best. We had an area that was just full of roots and stumps and a really, really big root from our old oak tree. And now we have this prepared, leveled, beautiful area ready for us to sow grass and to create a really nice lawn for everyone to enjoy. I'm just testing out our Mother's Day afternoon tea bench that we're going to be using for our photos this weekend, and I have to admit it's quite a lovely spot. This hallway gets so much sunlight flooding through our beautiful bay windows, and it's warm, it's sunny, and I feel like I'm surrounded by nature with our beautiful mural. So it's actually the perfect place to enjoy a cup of coffee. And I've been planning over the last while for a long time now, but more of the details of our summer market. Now, as you'll know, our theme this year is The Secret Garden, the book, which I'm very excited about. We have lots of plans. So next week, we will be revealing more of our plans for our theme. Now, obviously, as you know, we always decorate with our theme. So I've got lots of ideas of how to bring The Secret Garden to life. But we've also got some really fun activities. We've got an ice cream contest that you're not going to want to miss. We also have, all I'm going to say is the word scavenger hunt, because we're doing something totally different for this year's summer market, and it's going to be really, really fun. So I'm hoping that I will be able to share all the details next week and be able to give you more ideas of some of the activities. Like I say, we've got some amazing vendors who are going to be joining us. We've got some of our regulars who come, you will have seen before, but we've got some new vendors as well. So the place is going to be packed full of vintage inspired, local artisans, handmade art. It's just going to be fantastic. But there's also going to be lots of things that you can come and do and enjoy while you're here as well as shopping. So I am really excited about being able to reveal some of the details next week. And as I've said before, you will get to see all the behind the scenes as I put everything together over the next couple of months. So I think I'm going to spend just a few minutes in enjoying my coffee here in this beautiful, with the sun shining through, it's so warm today. And I will see you back here next week for our next episode of the Ladies with Manor Diaries.